August all the way to December, pretty much dominated by football. Do you feel that boxing will take advantage in certain slots to get more exposure, especially from the the NFL fans, and convert everything together?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that's the beauty that they have other great, their Fox, and they can use those as lead-ins. And so this is absolutely perfect. I mean, that's what you see. That's you follow that up with boxing. You have a great lead-in. So that is the beauty of Fox. Yeah, that's a disadvantage Showtime, for example, doesn't have. They bang, there's boxing, and you need to hope that the sports fans are going to watch. But with Fox, if you have a college football or other sports games and use that as the lead-in and use the lead-in to promote, and you run commercials. By the way, for pay-per-view as well. Imagine if you can use those college games to promote a pay-per-view event.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Heavyweights. What do you think about the fight between F.A. and Joe Joyce?
Oh, I love it. I love it, but I'm not going to do that because I have both. It's not yet, but eventually, yes. But I mean, come on, they're two Olympians. Both of them are doing very well, and so eventually that's going to happen. But come on, I mean, you've got to wait a little bit.
All right.
And I have Tony Yoka as well, the Olympic gold medalist. So eventually, I'd like to do the final of the Olympics, which was Joyce and Yoka won the gold medal in Rio. I'd like to do that rematch in the pros, but you want to make it at the point when there's going to be the money there.
FA looks scary good. How fast do you want to move him along, and what's the plan for FA?
Well, he has a great manager, and that's Shelly Finkel, and he's with Al Heyman as well. So Shelly has an amazing eye for talent, particularly in the heavyweight division. So we're going to, we're going to take our time, but step him up. I think he's going to be coming back on May 18th, and I think Joe Joyce is going to come back on May 18th as well. They're coming. Both fighters are coming. Oh, great. Okay.
Smash that.
Hey, boys, come and help.
Are you serious?
No, my boys are coming. Hold on.
Thank you. Just don't stare.
They don't.
Hey guys, what's up? We're starting soon. I have the whole post-fight show that we're going to watch. Just waiting for the crowd to gather. We have the whole PBC on Fox post-fight show. All right, so we're just waiting for the crowd to gather and get through this post-fight press conference. All right.
With the heavyweight, you're absolutely right.
Hold on 1 minute. But what's up with y'all? Y'all good? We got a lot of shit to talk about. We got a lot of shit to talk about, man. So let's listen into the post-fight press conference.
To leave. You can't escape Kelly Swanson. Where are you exactly? You're going to get him back, right? Well, there he is, the new pound-for-pound champion, Errol Spence. As I said, that fight tonight. You win with your size and your strength. You won it with your strength.
From America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
The most impressive display of skills I have ever seen, and I've seen a lot of fighters. That was it. It's the Spence era, the Mayweather era has stopped, has ended. It's your time now, it's your era, and there's so many great fights for you out there, and let's go and get them all. Give it up for the IBF Welterweight World Championship.
Thank everybody for being here. It's been a long training camp, been frustrated, just me. Everybody know I'm like a low-key guy, so I don't really, talk to a lot of media, or if I have a fight come up, you're not going to see me. Or you might just see me at a fight and things like that, but, I'm not on the scene like that. And, it was kind of hard for me because it's something new, trying to sell these pay-per-view buys because, you got to be more outspoken. You got to, you got a lot of press obligations. You got to go out of town and things like that. That was kind of frustrating, especially in the last week of training camp when you're trying to make weight and they got you, keep coming to the stadium, doing this, doing that. Just got frustrated. So even at the press conference, I lashed out a lot. And then a lot of people, you know, a lot of so-called experts would write me off saying, you know, Mikey's a smarter boxer, or, you know, or I can't box, I can't do this, I can't do that. So, you know, tonight I just wanted to show that, you know, I do have, you know, boxing ability. I can box, I can use my jab. You know, I do have high boxing IQ. You know, it's not, you know, it's a reason why, you know, I was an Olympian and had over 30 international competitions and had success on the international level as an amateur. So I just want to prove that tonight, and I think I did that. I did hear that and I was kind of surprised he was taking the shots, but then again, you know, he's a veteran. You know, he just sparred, you know, since a little kid with, you know, top guys, you know, Evan Valero and, you know, other guys. So I knew that, you know, he has good composure, has good fundamentals, and he has good ability. So his defense was on point. So a lot of shots, you know, he started picking off, and I think, you know, in the later rounds he kind of went in, you know, survival mode and kept just doing enough just to, you know, stand the fight a little bit.
Errol, good afternoon. Congratulations. This is your official coronation as the best boxer in the world, pay-per-view star going forward. How do you rate Mikey now as far as all the opponents that you have faced overall now in your professional career? What do you rate him as far as difficulty?
I feel like he wasn't difficult at all. You know, I got to credit my coach. You know, just, you know, great game plan. Like, you know, I told people that, you know, they were going to see a different side of me. You know, they were going to see a guy that, you know, did have high boxing IQ. I just felt insulted, you know, just throughout the whole training camp where people were saying that he was smarter than me, and I felt insulted that, you know, a lot of these reporters here was agreeing with him. And, you know, a lot of these, you know, Hall of Fame fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard and other guys was, you know, going for Mikey Garcia when, you know, his own ethnic group was going for him. And top guys like Marquez and other people like that, Marco Antonio Barrera was going for Mikey Garcia, but you got guys like Ray Leonard and Mike Tyson, you know, going for Mikey Garcia or saying Mikey Garcia was gonna win. So, you know, that kind of rubbed me wrong too. But, you know, I rate Mikey. Mikey's still good, man. Mikey still can go down. He's a great fighter. He showed a lot of heart, you know, just for taking this fight and staying in the fight too. So, you know, it's nothing but respect for Mikey Garcia. You know, I just felt, you know, throughout the whole, you know, press tour, things like that, it was a little bit too arrogant.
Congratulations, Errol. The game plan was so simple, you know, it was almost like a 1-2 the entire night. When you first started to break him down, did you see that right away, or was it something that you worked with Derek on in training camp and kind of watching film, you know, came up with that?
It's something we worked on. You know, it just naturally, I had the longer reach, so, I mean, the fastest way to get to your opponent is with a straight punch, you know, so it's the jab. And that's my lead hand. So we wanted to work off the jab. I've been having a great jab, and we wanted to work off the jab and then break him down from there. So that's what we did. And a lot of times, like, a lot of people understand, like, with game, if you watch Mikey Garcia, like, a lot of times he jump in with his punches, or he loads up with his right hand. So an easy step back with a jab can offset that. And that's something that, you know, we just break down and just learned in camp. And, you know, my coach made it to my attention. And, you know, we just followed the game plan. It worked out well.
Errol, was there anything about this fight that did concern you? Like, you talked about Mikey being so confident or arrogant. Did it at all, you know, create any kind of doubts in you about what this fight was going to be?
It didn't concern me at all. It actually put a chip on my shoulder. If he wasn't so arrogant, he probably might have caught me off guard a little bit. But, you know, with his arrogance and, you know, his brother and, you know, his brothers and everybody else, and I watch everything on YouTube when I'm fighting my opponent. So when I see people, you know, saying different things and how he's gonna beat me easy, he has more power than me, he's stronger than me, he's faster than me, his footwork's better than me, his boxing IQ better than me. You know, he put a big chip on my shoulder. He made me really lock in training camp and, you know, do what I did. You know, basically, you know, outclass him.
And similarly, you get Manny Pacquiao to step in the ring, and basically he's a 10 years older version of Mikey Garcia. So can you honestly say, knowing what you know about your own skill, that would be a competitive, good fight?
Well, it's definitely a competitive fight. Like I said, Manny Pacquiao, he's blood and guts. So that'd definitely be a great fight. He's a future Hall of Famer, and he's on his way out, and I definitely give him that retirement check that he didn't need.
Mr. Spence, congratulations on your victory tonight. I'd like to know, I'm probably one of the few in here that gave Garcia the second and the third round. Coming into the fourth round, it seemed like you exhibited all that pissed offness that you share, and then it just went to destroying this guy. What was different coming out from the third round to the fourth round?
I'm just working off the game plan. I mean, we wanted to fill him out through the rounds and, see how he was going to come. And then the fourth round, I feel like I could get him.
You didn't tell me nothing I didn't already know, Black Wall Street.
Went back to throwing my jab and picking him off, and then I tried to go get him again. And, I just couldn't get him out of there. So, I tried to press on the gas, but, it wasn't a man down tonight.
I gave Mikey round 2 as well. Because the first round, the first half of the round, but that was the only one I gave him.
Errol, right here. Congratulations, tremendous performance from you tonight. If you can't get Manny Pacquiao, and he says he's going to fight in July. I'm not sure if he'll fight you or somebody else.
I'm ready in July.
All right. Well, if you can't get Manny Pacquiao, and it's obviously it's going to be probably more his call.
Pacquiao's fighting in July.
Yeah. I smoke Sean too.
Yeah. I was going to ask you. So, if you can't get Manny next, is it Porter that you want? Is it Thurman?
Oh, definitely. I went in the ring and called out Sean Porter when he fought Danny Garcia. He said it was an easy fight to be made, and then next thing you know, he's fighting his mandatory. So, I mean, Ugas is a tough fighter. He's a great Cuban fighter, but, he could have bypassed that and, unified, but, he didn't want that. So I fought Mikey Garcia, which, turned out to be good. So, Manny Pacquiao don't want to fight, then, I give him that smoke that he been asking for. Herman said we're not fighting 2020, so I don't know about Thurman.
Hey, Errol, great for time, man. Just think back, what you've gone through. It could be now the best boxer in fighting, best pound for pound boxing fighting. What's your thoughts on just where you come and where you are now?
Pacquiao 40 years old. He don't have to take that fight.
Hard work and a lot of sacrifice.
It'll be the end of him.
Running by myself and, just going to the gym with my dad. And, for me, I give, my mom and my dad, all the world for me being up here because, before, I had any potential at all.
Y'all want to see Manny Pacquiao die.
Coming home from work, tired, driving trucks all night, and then coming home from work and taking me to the gym and, basically taking me all over international tournaments and buying hotels and rental cars and, investing his time and money and, not being able to, be with my other siblings or come to their events because, he was focused on me. So, it's been a lot of sacrifice from, not me, my family and, my mother, my father, my siblings, my coach and things like that. Back when I was an amateur and I wasn't making $1.
Manny way too small.
So, it's very humbling, and that's why I work so hard and I stay focused and stay dedicated because I know just as much time that I put in this and sacrifice, it's my family putting in much time and sacrifice a lot with me too.
Errol, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Hey, you said Mike Garcia was gonna win too.
I did.
So you ain't forgetting nobody.
I watch everything. I told you that. I told Mikey that I watch everything.
I asked this of Richard. The bottom line is the other PBC welterweights. You know who they are? Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner, and Keith Thurman. They've all fought each other. They have not fought you. In your heart of hearts, based on tonight, do you think any of them will step up now? And what about the second part of the question, the specter of one Terrence Crawford?
I think they will because the money right now. Like I always say on Twitter, you always see me post tables turn. A lot of these guys didn't want to fight when I was calling them out when they 13-0, and you look at all them YouTube videos with Sean Porter saying he's not looking at me. you know, he never wanted to fight me. He wanted to fight Danny Garcia and things like that. But now,
Yep, I interviewed him.
Everybody's energy changed, and now, guys want to fight me and things like that because, I'm turning to the money man. We can get there too.
Hey, EJ, congratulations to you, Derek, Mr. Spence. How much fun were you having out there? Because it looked like you went to Orthodox for a second, if I'm not mistaken. I know you work on that in the gym. And was this the one-sided massacre you were looking for?
No, I was looking for the stoppage, but I mean, it didn't happen. But I was having fun in there. I felt good, like I said, and just fighting at home and fighting in front of my family, friends, and
yeah, he be in the crib playing video games all day, no bullshit, and watching YouTube and movies, and going to the gym.
Coming out to local guys I grew up with, Yellow Bees and Tri-Boy Freddy, and coming out with the Lancaster band, so it was just great, just getting that warm welcome in and just fighting in front of 40-some thousand plus of my fans.
He right about Sean Porter though. I interviewed Sean Porter literally twice.
You just kind of touched on my question about the community support, but during the week you actually got to stand face to face with your supporters. What was that interaction for you like?
It was great. Just standing face to face with them, and I don't get mad, especially with a lot of Spanish people from Dallas, rep for Mikey Garcia and want Mikey Garcia to win because it's understandable. Mexicans have a lot of pride, and they have a lot of pride in their flag and in their ethnicity. So, I respect them for going with their guy, just like me. Andre Ward fight Kovalev, I'm going for Andre Ward.
Porter has to see Spence.
I'm gonna go for my guys just like they're gonna go for their guys. So I respect them for that, and they was never distasteful. Of course, sometimes I got booed and things like that, but it was never ugly or somebody saying something ugly and things like that. So I have nothing but respect for them, and hopefully I won them over as fans too. When you're that top amateur and people hyping you up and telling you this, you win Prospect of the Year, and you beat people easily, you can always get complacent and stop training hard, or you get more money. Like Marvin Hagler said, he said it's hard to wake up when he said something. When it's hard to wake up when when you're sleeping on silk sheets. On silk pajamas.
It's hard to wake up and go training when you're sleeping in silk sheets and pajamas and shit.
Underdog mentality. Even if I know I'm gonna win, I know I'm gonna beat this guy easily. I always, psych myself out mentally where, I just find a reason, either on YouTube or anywhere I find.
We're gonna watch the post-fight show.
I'm gonna train harder and focus and things like that. So that's why a lot of times when I'm fighting my opponent, I watch things that they say, and it just psychs me out, and it's like, I'm gonna punish this dude.
Congratulations. My question is, out of all the fighters out there, regardless of affiliation, who do you think is the one that's going to give you the toughest challenge?
Say Terrence Crawford.
You won't give him that. You won't give him that. You won't give him that.
I don't think nobody.
You won't give nobody that.
Mikey was going to give me a huge challenge. I thought I guess I was just a big group or something. Just come forward, but I showed y'all a different element. And a different game plan. So, I really don't know. Like, people like, is Mikey Garcia your hardest fight? I was like, on paper he is, but I really don't. You got to ask me after the fight, because I really don't know till I get in there with him. So, I don't know yet. The Westway division is packed. You got Terrence Crawford, you got Sean Porter, you got Keith Thurman, you got guys like Ugas. You got a couple guys there, Danny Garcia. So, it's packed and it's a loaded division. So, no fights can be tough, especially if you're not on your A game. So,
wow.
With me, my job is stay on my A game, stay focused, and whoever I fight next is gonna be in trouble because I'm keeping my weight down now too. So, I'm gonna have way more energy. I'm standing around 160.
He will not say his name.
Question for Derek: in what ways do you think Errol showed that he was the superior fighter, regardless of size and weight and strength?
Just with the jab, he really controlled tempo. It was the jab in the way that he controlled tempo. I listen to a lot of the interviews, and I hear people say how intelligent he is and how good his timing is. And what I thought, and I said to myself, was that just keep the jab in his face so he'll keep thinking. So he won't even get the opportunity to react because he'll have to deal with the jab in his face. And that was just like really the key element, because if you keep him busy, he won't have time to think. He'll be worried about getting away from the jab, and that's really basically what happened. I mean, the jab broke him down, and that was kind of it.
Errol, you were really loaded up at the end of the fight. The pressure was there any extra pressure in this being a pay-per-view fight, and the way you performed in the ring and the way you wanted to put on a show differently maybe than other fights?
There was no pressure. Like I said, people add more pressure on you than yourself if you allow it. So, with me, we train hard. I was, sparring 15 rounds and can't go on 30-second rest. Like I said, I sparred light heavyweights. I rarely sparred welterweights. Like, it was hard for me to find somebody his size because, a lot of those dudes I stop. I beat them up real bad. So, I need somebody. If I'm gonna hit them, they're gonna hit me back. And I need the more intensity and the thinking more than sparring the little guy. So, it wasn't hard at all.
You noted the very pro-Mikey crowd in here. With this being a hometown fight, I mean, is that a chip on your shoulder now moving forward to make sure that the next time you fight here, it's a lot more of a pro Spence crowd than it is for the other guy?
I mean, it's like I answered before. I mean, I don't blame a lot of people, a lot of Spanish people and ethnicity. I mean, Texas, we have a lot of Mexicans here, and like I said, Mexicans are very powerful. They're proud of their ethnicity, and they represent their people. So I can't get mad because I'm Mexican American.
Yeah, we got to get to the post-fight show because I can't be here too late. I'm exhausted, and I still got to cover the fights from the zone last night tomorrow.
I love them.
Earl, congrats again, man. Just like Richard just said, so does that make you the ultimate A-side, regardless of who you see? You're the new bypass, you're the new shot caller?
I mean, I leave that up to, my management. I can get too crazy about A, B, whatever. Like, I come here to fight. It's when we fight, it's one ring, one ring.
Hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's see if we can keep this.
Finish him. Everything he said he was going to do, he's doing. You go after it. You go take it. We don't give up. Who are you trying to kill?
Premier Boxing Champions, Peterson versus Lipinets, March 24th on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
Put it in the category of legendary fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Duran, even Sugar
What did you
Ray
think about the
Leonard.
commentary?
And we really saw a kind of a polished performance by him tonight on this big stage.
Yeah, he's set for he's ready for the big stage. He proved it. I expect.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Joe Goosen.
And like I said,
Commentary.
there's plenty of fights out there for my brother Sean here, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao.
And I don't know what's up with the leprechaun, Sean Porter.
Right now, and these guys should all make great fights and great money.
Yeah, I think tonight he
Ray Mancini looked like the head vampire.
Has as a champion, he was ready to defend that O, and I think every fight from here on out, including my fight with Errol, fight with Manny Pacquiao, Errol.
Where do Sean get his suits from?
All those fights, they're all going to be great competitive fights, and I think it started tonight.
Yeah, and Spence will be the target. Everybody will be wanting to, even if they can't sidestep him.
Hey, listen, you
want to get to the top.
I don't know how long the line is going to be.
But you're in the line.
I'm in the line.
You're at the front of it, my brother.
Which, by the way, again, he's not St. Patrick's Day, even though it's tomorrow. This is because of his championship belt. Well, people tuning in say, what happened? Did you come off a box of Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, Oh,
and then we got the Godfather here.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, they were fighting for the IBF tonight, and so I just came here to represent the WBC.
Okay. You know I kid because I care. It's all right. And we got
Or St. Patty's Day weekend.
Well. Let's go back to Kate with Leo Santa Cruz, who got to call the fight.
Oh, listen to Leo.
He's a great fighter in his own right.
He's got some good shit to
Thank you
say.
very much, Jens. WBA Super World Featherweight title
Yeah, let me
holder
fix
Leo
this a
Santa
little
Cruz.
bit.
I know you were working for Fox Deportes tonight. You called the fight for them. You know Mikey and Robert well. How did you see the fight?
You know, it was a great fight, but I think Mikey didn't do what he had to do, or he couldn't do.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. If y'all see this FBI disclaimer up here, right here, it's up there for a reason, okay? I don't like having it up there, but just deal with it. Do you have to look into their faces? Why can't you just listen to them on the microphone? All right, but he's going to give you some nice solid information here on who he's going to fight next and who he possibly wants to fight next. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with Errol Spence later on, and we're going to talk about the fight.
He couldn't adjust to Spence's style. He couldn't fight the rhythm, and I think Spence didn't let him fight how Mikey wanted to fight.
You used to train actually with Robert, didn't you, right in the beginning of your career? We all know that Robert wasn't keen on Mikey taking this fight initially. How will he be feeling at this point in time?
I think, you know, he might be sad, you know, upset that they didn't get the win. Mikey, he sounded so confident. He thought he had what it takes to beat Spence. But, you know, once you're up there, it's another thing. And Mikey found out that, you know, he wasn't ready, or, you know, I think he should have taken a fight before 147 and then taken on Spence.
Taken a warm-up first. Listen, he did take Errol the full 12 rounds, and nobody had taken in the distance before. What does that say about Mikey as a contender?
No, that Mikey, you know, is a tough fighter. He has a great heart, Aztec warrior, you know.
Do y'all take anything away from Errol Spence by not stopping Mikey Garcia? He did admit that he was trying to stop him, and we saw that rounds 10, 11, and 12, he was definitely going for the stoppage. Mikey Garcia is tough. Yes, by the way, check out our merch store. The link is right down below in the description box. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to have an advertisement out probably on Monday or definitely by Tuesday, and you're going to be seeing it a lot. We got hoodies, hats. We got a lot of stuff coming. So the stuff you see in the store right now is just the beginning stuff. All right? We have a lot of stuff coming out. So you're probably going to ask, why is it in pounds? Well, it's because to save some cost. All right? Sorry, Donald Trump, we had to outsource. MAGA, Make America Great Again. So a hoodie on the website is going to cost about $39. With shipping and handling, about $50 or so, right? 10 to 14 days is when you'll get it. But let's get back to this. What did y'all think about Mikey, though? Do you think that, him not knocking out, do you think that Errol Spence not knocking out Mikey Garcia, is going to come back to bite him? No, it's not only in the UK. We sell all over the... Listen, goddammit. Y'all smarter than that. Y'all smarter than that. Edgar, you're better than that, Edgar. You're better than that. No, the merchandise is coming from the UK, but you can buy anywhere. All right? And it ships anywhere in the world. We even ship to fucking Sri Lanka. We ship to Sri Lanka. All right?
Spence caught Mikey with some good shots, but, Mikey didn't go down, and for him to go 12 rounds and moving up in weight, giving the weight advantage.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Mikey not damaged goods either.
Errol, to his credit, he outboxed a great boxer tonight.
Thank you,
What
Edgar.
does this made you think of him in terms of pound?
Mikey took a beating, yo. This is one of those fights where I'm hoping that, here, let's go watch. We can go watch a little bit of brief highlights. I'm hoping that it didn't take too much out of him, he looked like he was still confident, but he was getting tenderized, like later on in the fight. He was getting tenderized.
Mikey didn't go down, and for him to go 12 rounds and moving up in weight, giving the weight advantage, I think it shows that Mikey has heart and he has a great chin.
And Errol, to his credit, he outboxed a great boxer tonight. What does this made you think of him in terms of pound-for-pound rankings? He was a fighter that we thought of as being on the verge of greatness. Where does this put him now?
I think Spence
Will show you anything tonight that you haven't before seen in his arsenal?
That he took the game plan. He did what he had to do since the first round. He was winning the shots. He was throwing the jab. And, you know, he didn't let Mikey do what he could do and land those big shots. And I guess Spence did a spectacular job tonight.
Did you feel like Mikey Garcia and Robert Garcia got the game plan right tonight? It was just a matter of Mikey not being able to put that into practice because Errol was too good.
Thirsty fuckboy, Brussels sprouts.
You know, Mikey came with a perfect game plan, but, you know, Spence didn't let him. Mikey tried and he tried. He got desperate, but he couldn't do what he wanted to do.
All right, just a finish question on you. You beat Rafael Rivera in February. When are we seeing you back? What's on the cards?
Hopefully I'm trying to come back in June. You know, June, July. We talked to my team and they said that we could come back in June in the summer, and then hopefully if everything goes good, we want to come in December too. We want to fight
3 times this year.
3 times this year, yes.
Is there an opponent you have in mind for the next fight?
You know, we were looking for, you know, unified. We want to fight Gary Russell, Oscar Valdez, Josh Warrington against Carl Frampton, and if we get those fights, then if we get the win, then we want to move up to 130 and we want to challenge Tank Davis. You know, he's a great champion. I want to be a 4th division world champion, and hopefully, you know, moving up to 130, we get that fight and we can become 4th division world champion.
Fighting words. Would love to see it. Thank you so much for joining us, Leo Santa Cruz. Guys, back to you.
All right, Kate. And, you know, Leo looks too friendly to beat anybody up, right? Smiling there. Looks like a, by the way, Mikey Garcia likely to go back down in a lighter division. Made no excuses for the performance tonight against Errol Spence. In fact,
just so happens, it looks like Mikey Garcia is very well going to keep his 135-pound WBC title. And I talked to Eddie Hearn yesterday, and I get to talk to Devin Haney. They were waiting for the outcome of this fight, and likely going to be contacting the WBC. He said on Sunday, later on today, about okay, hey, listen, so can we make basically they're trying to make Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell. Both Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn confirmed this at 2 different times. I missed out on talking to Luke Campbell though. Kind of pissed off about that. Right? So it's looking like he's going to keep his belt. But is he going to be the same fighter? Is he damaged goods? You know?
With our guys, let's take a look round by round, some of the key rounds in the main event. We'll
start. Well, we can't watch this.
We'll start with rounds 3 and 4, and this is where Spence is setting the tone.
It was just domination.
Spence threw over 1,000 punches.
I think that's when he first made that adjustment on the left hand, and he started to kind of bring it around the gloves. I think he found a place for a home for that left hand right there.
And that's what Mikey started, keeping that right hand glued to his chin. Look, you know, Mike, yeah, right there. See,
good example of the reach
right,
advantage.
He was getting caught at first. After that, Spence didn't hit him too many, solid punches. More solid looping punches like that. But again, look, let me just say, Mikey has nothing. Mikey did everything he had. He showed he had a great chin, great heart. He's a great champion in his own
This is the round where I thought, if you give any round, at least in my opinion, you guys gave him a round or two, that this is where Garcia in the 6th showed a little life.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like it right here, but I think it was more so the beginning of the round where he came out really strong, landed some good power shots, and then I think in the 6th round here is where he lands the most power punches throughout the entire fight, and they were significant.
Yeah, look, but Mikey's fighting back, but Errol's still dictating the fight. I think from that point on, after this round, he just took over.
Well, as Sean mentioned, the array of punches, yeah, there's a little bit of, that was probably some of the most aggressiveness we saw from Garcia, but he mostly on the defense, and this is where the fight's out of control for Garcia. And Spence, maybe he was trying to go for the knockout or knockdown, he didn't get it, but he was finishing off Garcia. Garcia just looked, this is where we heard Garcia's corner ask, hey, are you all right to go back out there?
Right, and one thing Errol Spence made Mikey do all night was keep his hands at home. He had to play. He had to stay at home all night with his hands. He had to play it safe, block his shots, and try to roll off and then come back. And the timing and the rhythm was just never there for Mikey Garcia. You see the end of this fight, you know, near the 9th round on is where it, started to, like you just said, get out of control. For Mikey.
I've never seen it. Like, there's a great shot of Spence delivering. I don't think I've seen Garcia take such a one-sided, well, I'll call it punishment because it wasn't bloodied at all.
I gave Mikey Garcia round 2 as well. It's because the first half of the round, actually the first quarter of the round, not even that really, but the first third, Spence was working on the jab. That's when he really started to try to set up the left hand, because remember, he was jabbing a lot. And after a while, the left hand started getting in. But the second half of, or, 2 quarters in to the second round, Mikey Garcia, was doing some good work, combination. So he kind of stole the round, you could say. But it was a shutout for the most part outside of that round, And I'm not, I mean, it's just one round, for crying out motherfucking loud. It's one round. He got beat up. Give the man something, Give the man something. They're going to talk to Keith Thurman next. Let's see. Let's get him on here. Wait, let's hear what they're talking about first. Damn commercial breaks. Y'all think Manny going to take the fight? I would think that Manny would fight Keith Thurman. I don't think that shit was planned. But then again, why did Manny show up, though? I'm sure Al Heyman had to say, like, yo, you should show up to this joint. Like,
Landed.
And Manny was the one who mentioned Errol Spence's name first.
And 15 punches landed per minute. Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
That's what he does. He comes out, he figures out what he can hit you with, and he hits you with it. It's both hands every time.
Oh, Jalen Love is done.
The 12-round fight. I know there was a
Marcos.
Try to bring out a lot of those.
Fight Hub. Unfortunately, I like Marcos, but I can't listen to him as an expert. I can't be like he's an expert.
What punches we're gonna really.
Some of the other fights that we watched tonight, and with the crowd and the atmosphere, this is the fourth.
Hold up. Here we go. Let's listen to the man. The man is about to come on, Errol Spence. Hold up. This chat is too fast. Hopefully, some good news, though. Some very, very good news is that we should be getting monetized any day now. I am upset it wasn't tonight because we're losing out on a lot of promotion, a lot of money. But, however, I'm feeling really, really good. Let's listen to Errol Spence.
Well, what a show it was tonight here at AT&T Stadium. We were treated to a huge performance. 12 fantastic rounds of boxing between Errol Spence Jr. against Mikey Garcia. And I'm joined by the IBF Welterweight Champion.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the pay-per-view numbers.
Jr. Congratulations.
Attendance was about under 48,000.
You long been talked about as the boogeyman of this division. You felt like a fighter that was on the verge of greatness coming into this. You needed a great fight to put you right there. How do you reflect on this performance?
I feel like it was a great performance. I basically showed my boxing IQ. I showed my skills and my talent, just showed my ability. Throughout the whole training camp, and when this fight was made, people were saying that, he had faster feet than me, he was smarter.
Yeah, we're going to be off the blacklist soon.
He was a better fundamental fighter than me, so I just wanted to prove that I have, a different arsenal.
That's right, coming into this fight, a lot of people talked about it being lose-lose for you. Yeah. You just outboxed one of the greatest boxers in the game. Do you feel like coming out tonight is win-win?
Definitely. I feel like, a lot of people thought I was just going to bulldoze them, just run them over with just pure, brute strength. But I just showed a different type of boxing IQ that a lot of people haven't seen from me.
Was what we saw in the ring your strategy coming into this? How much credit would you like to give your team, Derek James, who's with you here?
Definitely. Derek, the one that did a lot of film, and, he basically told me, a simple setback with a jab would offset a lot of his rhythm that he does, and it'll offset his rhythm and make him start all over. So, I credit my coach and just my whole team from, doing game film and just breaking down and showing me different things so I can add it to my game and, get this victory.
Yeah, I imagine a super fight like this has whet your appetite for another big fight. You obviously called out Manny Pacquiao. Do you think a performance like the one you gave in the ring will scare Manny Pacquiao away? He didn't seem definite about the fact that he wanted to take on your challenge.
Oh, he never seemed definite, but a guy like Manny Pacquiao, he's all blood and guts. He's a real fighter. And I doubt his
you thirsty fuckboys don't deserve it.
Any division, as proven.
You don't deserve to see her.
Anybody that's been in his way, so. I think he'll take the challenge. It's a big money fight. He's on his way out, so he's a future Hall of Famer too, so why not fight?
Can you be the man to retire him?
You don't deserve it.
Definitely. I can't give him that retirement check.
Listen, Sean Porter, my friend, has been on this Fox broadcast with us. You've not shown him a lot of love tonight. He's listening in, though. Is there anything?
Yeah, we're going to talk about ticket sales and pay-per-view buys.
I like to tell Sean Porter that if the Manny Pacquiao fight don't happen, I definitely, take that fight with Sean Porter. I've been wanting that fight. When he fought Danny Garcia and he beat Danny Garcia, I got in the ring and told him, let's make this fight happen. He said it's easy to make happen, but, it didn't happen. So that's the whole reason I fought Mikey Garcia. So, if he want to fight, we can definitely make that happen if the Pacquiao fight don't happen. But I definitely will fight Sean Porter and take that WC belt from him.
And Errol, I'm up top. I showed you respect tonight. All the respect to you, what you did tonight. You did a fantastic job. You dominated. Much respect to you. Congratulations to you, your team, your family. And listen, if Manny Pacquiao is dragging his feet, you ain't got to look left. You ain't got to look right. We're both ready for this. This is a collision course that's been
Sean Porter looked like he about to fight
you just
some
let me know when, baby.
Irish crimes.
Definitely, that is a super fight. So, you know, I definitely take that fight. It's a super
And
fight.
he got like
It's what the fans want. He's a real fighter. I'm action-packed. He action-packed. And if we both clash is, you know, it's going to be an extremely crowd-pleasing fight.
Dallas or Cleveland? Where would it happen?
Oh, Cleveland. Gotta bring it back to Dallas.
Hey,
America's team.
No, hey, I got no problems with that, man. Jerry Jones has showed me some love, and I know your crowd has showed you some love, man. Hey, man, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing you soon, man.
Thank you.
I mean that.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we all echo that. You really did. You touched greatness tonight. Camp is hard, man. Is there anything you're really looking forward to right now?
Getting a burger.
Yeah?
I'm looking for getting a double burger. Like I'm fiending for some grease. Like even after my weigh-ins, like I ate healthy throughout sweet potatoes and fish, things like that. So I haven't had anything greasy, fries, or anything that's gonna go through a brown paper bag in a long time.
Go for it, man. Indulge yourself. You've deserved it. Listen, you touched greatness tonight. It was an absolutely fantastic performance. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate your time. All right, gents, back to you.
All right, and probably Whataburger. When you're in Texas, that's where you go. You go to Whataburger, and he deserves it. What a performance. If you're a fan of boxing and a technician and very proud of the way. And he said going in that there's a science to this, and that if I have to do it, I'll go to the boxing skill, and he did. How about his offer to you? And he was a lot warmer, personally, 1-to-1, right?
You know what? Yeah, he was. He was a lot warmer, which is how we've been for a long time. So I appreciate.
But remember, at the post-fight press conference we was just listening to, he was talking real greasy about Sean. But it is true. Like I said, I talked to Sean Porter. And Sean Porter and Kenny Porter used to act real funny when they would ask about, well, wait a minute, you don't got no belt. Just before he fought Danny Garcia. And Errol Spence has a belt. So, hey, why don't you guys fight? And then they'd be like, oh, well, because, you know, we're not ranked by the IBF. And, you know, when the timing is right, well, the timing is right. You know? The timing is right. You know? So 47,000 is the number. Well, let's just say under 48,000. But I'm not saying that. Close to 48,000 because that's a fucking crazy, terrific fucking number. Wake up. UK fans, I'm sorry, y'all get it confused when y'all say, well, you know, but if this was over in the UK, it'd do 90,000. Yo, our market is different over here. We got so many other sports. Like to where over in the UK, boxing is like y'all shit. And what's number one? Rugby? And then boxing is like number two? Over here, we got football, basketball, fucking baseball, hockey. You know, all kind of other shit going around. 47,000 to something like that. About 48,000. Let's say that. Because when they did the 47, when it was announced that it was 47,000 or so, it wasn't even the main event. Also, I did like the way the pay-per-view flowed. I was sick and tired of Joe Goosen and just bickering and nitpicking with Lennox Lewis. I was tired of that shit. I'm sorry. I was like, yo, what the fuck? But however, normally, sometimes I do admit I have some issues, especially if there's a fight on Friday night or there's a fight. If there's a fight on Friday night, Saturday night, and then remember tomorrow we got the top rank card. If there's a fight on, or later on tonight, if there's a fight on Friday, Saturday night, or a midday card and a night card, I'd be tired of shit. Like around this time, I'm like, struggling, damn near sleep drunk. But in this case, I started with Charles Martin versus Gregory Corbin. That ended with Corbin getting disqualified because he kept punching the Prince in the nuts. Then it was Chris Arreola versus Jean-Pierre Augustin. He had this weird haircut and he was flopping all over the place, right? So he got beat up. Then it was Luis Neri beat up Mick Joe Arroyo of the Arroyo brothers, Mick Williams Arroyo's brother, right? Who beat Carlos Cuadras. Then Jillian Love, well, that went like people expected. And I really thought I was going to be on some nut shit, and I was going to pick Jillian Love to win. Because, like, you know what, Jillian Love, he getting that big shot. You know how sometimes I go with my heart. I was like, you know what? What's he thinking when he wore this? What did he think, Sean Porter? What did he think people was going to think when he wore this? Like, hello, it's fucking St. Patty's Day weekend. Everybody in the galaxy knows that. So he's saying he wore green, 2 shades of green, because of, and then he got like the teal or aqua little handkerchief. He said he wore that because of the WBC. But it's like, bruh, of course they're gonna think you on some leprechaun shit. No, I bet you all the Irish people been walking up to him and shit like, oh, St. Patty's Day. He probably like, no, it's for the fucking WBC. He can't tell me all of, but you know, I told you I'm black Irish. I'm half black, half Irish, half Mexican. So I related all with this night, especially with what Sean Porter was wearing. So he black Irish too. You know? Yeah, you with the feather. Yeah, the hat is a little too much. The hat's a little. I don't know where he. Listen, but you gotta like where I'm from. He dressed like one of the old heads. Like he dressed like a 40-year-old man. Like he drive like the Cadillac. What's the tires called that got like the white in them, and then like the little gold little circle line. Like he drive a rag top. I bet you he got a rag. Him and his pop dressed like they drive rag tops. For real. Like the rag top caddies. The vlog, the white wheels. No, they not. They black, but they got the little white little shit. No. Yes, I am. I'm black Irish. I'm half black, half Irish, half Mexican, motherfucker. I saw it on Ancestry.com. Ancestry. No, not the 44s. They be on like the Cadillacs. Like recent Cadillacs too. Anyway, let's get back to it. What was he listening? What was we doing? Oh, pay-per-view buys. Yo. I mean, to me, the card flowed well. Now, I literally sat here and I literally watched the whole card, and I was looking like, damn, this shit is flying. You know, and then they was at ring walks at literally like 11:25, some shit like that. 11:26, it was ring walks, p.m. Eastern. So I was like, I like the way this shit is flowing. However, once again, goddamn it, Joe Goosen. Goddamn it, Joe Goosen got to get his shit together. I'm tired of it. I've been dealing with it, and I've been keeping my mouth shut. Joe Goosen got to get it together. I wonder if they get Mikey Garcia on the post-fight show.
That he was, and I appreciate that he said, listen, if this fight with Manny Pacquiao is not working, I'm gonna do a fight with Sean Porter. That's what's on the docket.
Right, and he said he will. And now if he does not go, will you wait? If he does take Pacquiao, will you wait patiently for him? Or will you go out? If he goes to Pacquiao next.
If he goes to Pacquiao next, I think it makes sense.
That was filler content.
Keith Thurman. Okay, we'd like that.
But
not
also,
yet. Not what we used to.
Round robin is when we all fight each other.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what fans want.
And that's what Boom Boom here has been talking about all night. Not just in the welterweight division, but also in the super middleweight division. And a few other divisions as well. But in this welterweight division, you can't go wrong making any of these fights.
Yeah, and I'm glad Errol Spence was open to that idea. Let me ask you. Just let's look ahead. What could you expect in a Pacquiao fight if it's Spence? Because as Jerry Jones told us, if it was in this building, people would walk across the state of Texas to come here for that.
Look, Manny is one of the all-time greats, but he's in the fourth quarter of his career. This guy's on a whip. I think it's a bad fight for Manny.
Really?
Personally.
Hell
Manny
yeah.
fights everybody and anybody, but I don't think it's a good fight.
Manny gonna get whipped.
It's a bad fight for Manny. I think Spence would walk through him.
How do you? Okay.
But Errol and Sean clash of styles. It would make for a great fight, as we talked about. Sean and Thurman again would be a great fight. Thurman and Spence, all of those guys. But fighting each other is great, as long as they can get that cash. make it worthwhile because they're action-packed guys. It's good for boxing, but let them get paid for it.
Yeah, and Sean, we know.
Please, Manny,
you
don't
can
do it,
adjust
Manny.
and
Don't
adapt your
do it.
fighting style. We know what it is. It is a little
Don't
unorthodox,
do
which
it.
would be interesting against the kind of style and what we saw with Errol Spence,
I agree.
right?
I think a fight with myself and Errol is a very intriguing and interesting fight because of our fighting styles.
Okay, we found Mikey.
I'm aggressive. I think against Errol Spence, I will be aggressive, try to push him back a lot like Mikey did. Also use my jab as well. You know, it's just so many dimensions to the fight between myself and Errol Spence. And then also, if we do want to talk about Pacquiao versus Spence, you got two southpaws against each other.
That's right.
Hold up. Yo, Manny better not do it, man. Yo, he too damn old for that, man. He can't keep up. If he get hurt, I'm going to cry, man. If he get hurt. I ain't gonna lie. Remember, I almost cried when B-Hop got knocked out the ring. I was upset. I was a mess.
You know, show lots of love and lots of support. Like I said, it was amazing. You know.
Here, let's check him out. I was a mess. I was a mess when I saw him get knocked out the ring. I was a mess. And when Chavez Jr. got beat up by Fanfara and then he lied and said he won when he was knocked out. Oh no. Or what about when Paulie got beat up by Sean Porter? Remember Paulie almost got killed by Sean Porter?
I'm very thankful that all these people, you know, all the fans came out, you know, show lots of love and lots of support. Like I said,
Mikey ain't get knocked
one of those
out.
Fights that brought everybody. It's a huge fight. It was a big fight. It was a great show. Unfortunately, things didn't go out, you know, the way we planned. You know, I didn't get the victory, but I'm still happy with the performance. You know, I did my best.
Sean was trying to
12
kill him
rounds with the best welterweight. You know, and you know, it just it's a learning experience. You know, he's a good fighter.
You're absolutely right. Not many can say that they did what you did, go 12 rounds. You know, your brother almost stopped this fight at some point. He came to you in the corner.
He said, giving him a prize.
How are you? What do you want to do? And you said, I want one more. And he granted that to you. Was there any point in this fight where you felt like, okay, this is too much?
No. I never thought, you know, I'd be too hurt to stop this fight. I was fine. It's just, you know, he's a great fighter. You know, he was on top of me and he wouldn't back off, you know, and my brother obviously was concerned. My dad was concerned, you know, that I might be getting hit a little too much. But a lot of times I was actually blocking a lot of the punches, parrying them. So he was on the attack a lot, but I was covering up pretty well, and I still felt fine. I wasn't hurt, you know, where I felt that his punches were hurting me and could possibly knock me out. So that's why I told my brother, no, I'm fine. Just let me go one more. I'll show you I can do this. That's it.
You know, you said that you saw something in him that you were going to be able to maybe take advantage of. What was the game plan?
No, well, I try to make adjustments to try to take over and beat him to the punch or counter punch, fight on the inside or fight on the outside. But he just, you know, he's a lot bigger, and that's he executed his game plan. He kept that distance using that jab. A couple times when I was trying to you know, get on the inside, he just boxed right outside with the jab and kept me at a distance that obviously didn't suit me. Suited him very well. He executed very well.
Yeah, Mikey, you know, he wasn't on the back foot much up until the end, but he was still trying to hold his own, but his arms were too short. He was lunging a lot, and he was getting tagged up with that with the jab most notably, and then that left hand just kept getting peppered in. He was getting peppered with it. Yep, the footwork wasn't there. You know, he had the defense of a pressure fighter in a way. But he was trying to be a pressure fighter, but he couldn't get on the inside. You know, so yeah, you can say he was in survival mode because if he would have took more chances, he would have likely got knocked out. And you can clearly see in round 9 that he just was in it to survive. Like, he wasn't even trying to, like, really, like, it was nothing on his punches. You know? And then you can see that Errol Spence saw it because he just started going to the body and trying to chop him up. That shit was getting ugly, man. That shit was ugly. And I've seen some ugly shit. And I was like, you know what? Let that man finish. Let that man finish. Let that man finish. But he was getting fucked up. Like, to the body more so. So he can go back down to 135. But guess who's down there? Yeah, he can try to dance around and everything. But you know, the calls for him and Loma. So it's looking like he may have to go to 140. You got Jose Ramirez, Regis Prograis, and you got those fighters that are in the World Boxing Supers. That whole division is literally tied up in the World Boxing Super Series outside of Maurice Hooker, who's over at ESPN, and Jose Ramirez, who may move to 147. So 135, he's going to be haunted by Loma. They're going to be. Do y'all think that Loma beats Mikey now? I don't know. See, it's a different type of fight because both of the fighters, you know, Mikey is going to be bigger than Loma. But in Mikey's mind, do you think that Mikey wants to cut back down to 135 anymore? Really, really? He may want to probably try to stay at 147 or 140, but who can he hang with at 147? Not Errol Spence, not Terrence Crawford. I don't know, man. Danny Garcia, you know, that left hook. You don't want to fuck around with that shit. He may try to get overzealous with Danny Garcia if that fight was to happen, and Danny Garcia going to fucking push his shit in. You know, maybe test him out against against Lamont Peterson. If Lamont Peterson beats Sergey Limpinets, he already beat Broner. Can he hang in there with Ugas? Ugas is tall, and he can keep him at bay with he can keep him probably at bay. You know, 140 is where it would have to be, because honestly, like, you know, I mean, 135 is ideal, but then he's gonna be haunted by Loma, right? But then 140 is too politically dominated, you know, where he'll be either forced into a mandatory to fight, you know, somebody that's on the other network or outfit or broadcaster or promoter, you know. So Mikey Garcia versus Victor Ortiz, then that'll be some shit to watch. But the thing is, what did we learn about Mikey Garcia tonight that can make us think that he can compete really, really? I mean, he can compete, but what have we learned that he can be super successful? Not just a one belt champion, but can he be a 2-belt champion at 147 pounds? Yeah, they may be able to find some way to maneuver him through the rankings somewhere to get him a title. Maybe a WBA world title somewhere long, like down the line, maybe a year or so. But can he like be good and like dominant at 147? We don't know. You know? Like, see, we can say fights like Mikey Garcia versus Chris Algieri. You see, those are the fights where, you know, that they can, you know, like do for him, even though there's some politics there. But those, you see the level of fighters that we're trying to match him up against? And even, you know, Chris Algieri is tall and he moves a lot. We haven't learned that Mikey Garcia can get in on the inside. You know, he's shown right there. He's shown right there. We've learned that even though, you know, we can't really take nothing away from him for going up 2 weight divisions. We've learned that on the inside, like, can he get in on the inside against taller fighters? Like, has that part been taken away from him? Is that something he's going to be in the back of his mind? Like, shit, I'm fighting a long rangier fighter. Yeah, Lord knows. Chris almost out the cage, though. He almost out the cage. But listen, guys, we got to go. I got a lot of videos to do tomorrow to catch up because I didn't cover the zone. I was at the zone fight last night. And also, we're getting more. Listen, I can't. There's going to be a stream tomorrow, likely. We're going to see you guys tomorrow, man. We got to go. We got to go. It's for the better of you guys. Trust me. It's for the better. Check out the link in the bio. The store is down there below. It's for the better. And we got a lot of streams coming up. Remember, it's Peterson versus Limpinets fight week. We got a lot of, the interviews are coming up. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. The podcast. Link in the bio for the merch store. T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe.